My beautiful people, I'm handsome the episode here, and today I'm going to be talking about how I am losing my marbles.
I was 15, but I told him that I was 18.
I started this project that I'm going to be talking about. The whole reason I'm making this dumb video, I am not a drama account. I just want to keep in mind, I don't care about drama. I just want to preface that I am not a drama channel. I am not a slop channel, okay? The only reason I am making this is because I am making a video about the series that is made by this person. I want to make a video where I basically do that one video from that guy who I don't even think is a good person, I think, or something about him being a red pill turned liberal, something, I don't care. But it's kind of like those, like, I watch blank so you didn't have to. It's kind of like that, but with a Minecraft roleplay series made by a very questionable lady.
I was 15.
So I'm just going to be addressing the controversies that she's been in, because I don't want to address them in my series. So I can just always reference this video and say, hey, this video will not include any of the controversies / drama that Aphmau has gotten into while these seasons were being made. And if you really do care about that more, then go to insert video. You know what I mean?
Malia, finish this song. Chicken wings, chicken wings.
Hot dog and bologna, chicken macaroni, chillin' with my homies.
Shipping wars. So she had to cancel like a whole series because of shippers.
The only time I've ever changed my story was when I wrote like the ending of Diary Season 2 and fans were really harassing me. So I changed the story because of some Garmin fans, not everyone, but a few that were really harassing me in real life, and I did not appreciate it, and it made me upset, and that's why I stopped Diaries completely.
And the thing is that even though she complains about it, she also feeds into it and also made an entire character based around being obsessed with shipping her friends together. Kawaii-chan. Actually, you know what? New label. Racism. So, Aphmau, also known as Jess, is a Mexican-American. So I can say that Kawaii-chan is most definitely a weeaboo character. Like, this is not created by an Asian person. No Asian person was in the making of this character. Do I love Kawaii-chan though? Yes. But now I think they did kind of fix her whole name situation, because it's like, I don't know. Honestly, I'm not, take my opinion with like 2,000 pounds of salt, but I really don't care that they use the word cute as her name.
What's your name?
I'm Ice.
I'm Girl.
I'm 9.
I'm 10. I'm 3. I'm Japan. I'm Donut.
I'm Pancake.
What's your name? Apple.
It's really not her name that is the problem. It's her entire character as a whole. She is a very nasty stereotype of how Japanese women are supposed to be. It's honestly less of the more traditional stereotype and more of like the anime stereotype. They all are high-pitched and quirky and dumb, and they're super hyper feminine and blah 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 blah. Like, you know what I mean? She honestly could fit under the born yesterday trope to some degree. But at the same time, the whole reason she acts like that is because it's supposed to be like, oh, she actually has like a deep, mysterious past. But it's like, no. And it also kind of makes it worse because all of the Mayflaws are hinted to be Asian. But they did change Kawaii-chan's name to KC, which I think is stupid, because if you're just going to rename a character, go crazy on it. Don't just shorten it to KC, because what does KC mean then? Kawaii-chan, that's what it means. Also, Kawaii-chan has a real name.
But
oh, here comes the excuse.
I started shipping them in high school before I really became friends with Aphmau. At first I started shipping them because they were complete opposites, and I thought that was cute. They had this tsundere kind of feel to them.
Go on.
But then I guess something happened between them, and they started to fall in love. They never said it, but it was there. Then I saw the way Aaron looked at her. I saw it. I saw the spark of love in his eyes. It was then that I knew they were my OTP.
Is this girl for real?
Why on earth would you think that?
Because I had hoped that someday someone would look at me with those loving eyes.
Kawaii-chan.
It's Nana.
What? No. No, 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 no. This can't be. This can't be. No, no. Man, I'm kind of getting tired. I kind of need a break. I wish someone could help me. What's that noise? Hey, wait. What the?
I could help.
Is that Idoodlefam?
SD Animations and Idoodlefam in the same room? Is this a crossover episode?
Yeah. Hilarious. Alright, now read this.
Oh, hell no. You're like doing your jigs up. But okay. Aaron was introduced during Diaries. In just his older series, she didn't have voice actors. Therefore, once production increased, she needed a voice actor for him. Keep in mind that before Aaron, there was another much more popular ship, but once Aaron was added, it just started to like the idea of Aphmau and Aaron being a couple. This couple became canon and basically sealed the deal once Jason, also known as Jess's husband, volunteered to be the voice of Aaron. This reveal upset many fans, which caused to release the statement on Twitter.
Be my guest and read the whole thing, but I'm just gonna highlight the parts I would need to highlight.
You all know I'm a shipper myself. I was born in shipping and I'll die in shipping. It's pretty obvious Aphmau is my OTP. Aaron is the personification of Jason, my husband. Aphmau is the personification of myself. I love Aphmau because it is so close to me and I wanted to share my relationship with Jason with you all through my channel platform. The reason I feel the need to say this is because people are attacking Aphmau, calling it hollow and forced, when in fact it is a real relationship.
Now that Jess has confirmed that Aphmau and Aaron are just the personifications of the creators, when people call them Mary Sue and Gary Sues, it is very, very correct. But I need to say, I need you, I know, I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. Look me in my eyes and tell me that you genuinely think that the queen of Slop Kids content genuinely cares about good writing. In her response video, she does address this by saying that if you don't like her writing, that's perfectly fine. Just do not come after her family, her colleagues, yada yada, which is completely understandable. The thing is, the reason people don't like her writing is because of some very suspicious choices with the characters' relationships. We're gonna talk about those later, but this was her response to it.
A lot of characters don't have their bio information out there, like their familial ties, their age stuff, so I don't know where a lot of these numbers came from because that's not what I have written down.
To keep this part short, all I'm gonna say is that this is low-key like an inappropriate response to some of the things that people say about your writing.
Jeff, don't laugh. Jeff! Don't. Oh, Jeff.
I'm not.
Oh, honey bear.
Okay, I don't want to lose brain cells talking about this, so we're gonna quickly go through everything. The Septiplier video is deleted. Please just fully read the statement she made where she mentioned Myth Ross, which is the ship between Myth San and your pal Ross. These people do not talk to each other anymore, and when they were friends, if she's saying that they were comfortable with it, then they were comfortable with it. But does that mean it's okay? Not really. Let's just take one good look at the Dream SMP with the Dream Not Found stuff and how it was reflected onto their fans. Making two male characters kiss just for jokes is disrespectful and hypocritical. Disrespectful because most queer people speak out about how they do not have representation in the media, and also the fact of the overused no homo joke. Hypocritical in the sense of why continue to create new ships or, you know, continue to feed into old ships that stir up controversy, like rumors of queer baiting. Not really a rumor though when you consider this tweet from her husband. Also, on the topic of men kissing each other, the claim that Aphmau made Zayn and Gareth kiss each other, I do not remember this, and the reason that this is so bad is because they are brothers. But I try to research this, I try to find wherever this clip was, if it was canon or not. The only thing that I even remember this remotely being mentioned is this clip.
Wait, you know what? Zayn, Gareth, I need you guys to make up now.
Excuse me?
Oh, okay.
Save it for a blooper, please.
Which it honestly sounds like a genuine like slip up, and not that she genuinely meant that. Also because it was in a blooper video. If you somehow have the evidence for that, be my guest and tell me what it is. But if you don't, you don't. And if you're gonna analyze their relationship throughout all of Mystreet, you can go ahead and do that. I'm not gonna. Zane this. Let's man, call me Rhett and Link. Let's talk about it. So I'll be real when I say this. I was like 9 when I first started watching Mystreet, and I did in fact ship Zanevis. Lock me up, I guess. I don't know. I feel like I didn't actually explain the issue that people had with this ship. So in a lot of the uncanon videos, this is where they like play games together and stuff. And in the show itself, there was a lot of instances where Aphmau would tease at Zanevis, but you know, in the end, Travis gets with Caitlyn and Zane gets with Kawaii-chan. I do have a few clips that prove this.
Now that
it looks so hyper realistic.
You guys kiss now. I'm paying for this. I'm watching this.
That's just dirty money.
Can you feel?
I'll take it. I need it.
Hobby.
Wait, son? I do! Jack said excitedly! Now kiss! Aphmau said as she self-inserted herself into her own fanfic. And they did! And they made all the fangirls' dreams come true. And they did. And they did.
I
Don't
didn't
make
know
me
that
teeth
part
you.
was coming in.
Caitlyn used to date Luca, and also Luca was literally just never seen again after FC University. Caitlyn's whole thing about liking girls is never in any of the other seasons because of Travis. Lucinda is always flirty with everybody, but is never openly stated that she is queer. Tiani has stated that she does like girls, but guess what? You know how many times we see Tiani? Barely in Phoenix Drop, and then we see her again in Love Love Paradise, and then never again. Guy is hinted to be gay because he is flamboyant or whatever. Betty is hinted to be asexual from this statement she made in SC University.
I'm not interested in relationships at all, really.
You aren't?
No, I don't have physical attraction to people. I just think people are nice or good.
You get this one statement, and you also never see her again, so, you know.
It's the rumor that Jason made me change my story because he was jealous of a character, which makes everyone who knows us giggle because that is completely false.
Everything I'm going to talk about is alleged, and every screenshot I show is tweets from past Blue Jay Studios, also known as now as Catface Studio employees. The Blue Jay Purge was when several employees were fired from the company, even extremely important ones, such as Castor, Christina, Ross, Sebastian Todd, Max, Kamiwaza, Jessie Jane, which I tried to look on the wiki to see what her specific job was, but all I could really find was her voice acting parts. But she released a statement on Twitter that said this: the past job she had at this current time was at Blue Jay Studios. Ross was the voice of Daniel. He's also the YouTuber named Your Power Ross, and he stated that he was ghosted. Same thing goes for Sebastian Todd, the voice of Lawrence. Castor and Christina were a married couple, which, as far as I know, Castor was literally there before Blue Jay Studios existed. Kamiwaza, I honestly don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, so I'm going to say Will. Will was like heavily involved with the studio. I will put his full statement up here. Him getting fired is crazy to me because he literally did the modeling, body acting, and voice acting for like several things, and one of those things that he designed was Wolf. Max/Mythsan decided to come to Twitter after he quit to talk about his experience at Blue Jay Studio, which that revealed the whole Sebastian Todd thing, and as we can tell from this tweet, Max was sent a cease and desist. I want to make it clear that a lot of the testimony/tweets from past Blue Jay Studio employees are scrubbed from the internet. This could be because of the cease and desist that Miss San got, but at the same time, these people need jobs still, and I think they wanted to move on with their lives from this company. I'm only concluding this from the fact that a majority of these people do not have a online presence anymore.
Jess and I are not YouTube machines. Videos take time. Good stories take time. Do not get angry when we cannot make you exactly are not YouTube machines.
Having a strict teacher in Minecraft. My boyfriend's secret room to hide from Aphmau or live forever. Why the mysterious bad boy flirting mod?
Aphmau is pregnant with triplets in Minecraft. Aphmau is having a baby in Minecraft. But the drama got 100% fat in Minecraft. Alpha twins in Minecraft.
I honestly don't see a lot of people talk about this issue, but Aphmau makes really weird, low-key Elsa-gate content. And it's kind of worse now, because back then, you know, maybe she could claim that, oh, my content is for teens, or for tweens, or whatever. Still doesn't make it okay, but regardless, now it's worse, because her content is most definitely towards kids. She's done videos with Trevor Henderson's characters, the Alphabet series, a lot of baby stuff, either with Aphmau being pregnant or Aphmau being a baby. Also a lot of gotcha life type titles. She also does a lot of clickbait sexual stuff. If you can call gotcha life stuff and all the digital circus bullcrap that's happening right now, if you can call that Elsagate stuff, then I would like to declare that Aphmau is most definitely a part of Elsagate. A statement from Aphmau 3 years ago says that Ian and Aphmau do not have the same dad, and that it was a red herring from Mystreet that they just didn't have time to resolve because, you know, they fired everybody. Why did we even consider having the red herring of incest? I don't care if it's proven false. It's still super weird. And there's too much evidence to this day where people still believe that these are not adoptive siblings, half siblings. Also, her statement was made in a YouTube comment. You can have any opinion you want on this, but my opinion is that there should have never been a red herring about incest at all. And I think the very important clarification should have not been a YouTube comment. For the unaware, Aphmau and Aaron have a 4-year age gap, and they started their romance in high school when Aphmau was a freshman while Aaron was a senior. And yes, their relationship continued even when he went to college. Who in their right mind would try to paint this type of relationship as positive to an audience of preteens? Wait.
Yeah, a lot of people assume that I tell my stories through like my role plays that are on my channel. And again, I put like little tiny bits and details into there. And you know,
that can't.
Talk on the phone every day and would make these crazy trips since he lived in New Jersey and I lived in Texas.
This can't be. Jason's a pet.
problem that people have with mine and Jason's relationship is the fact that like there is like a 3-4 year age gap, and the time we met was when I was really young. Now I wanted to address this because this is completely my fault, and I wanted to express that 15 years ago when I met Jason, I lied to him for 3 years about my age. I was 15, but I told him that I was 18, and it's something that I was really young and really stupid, and I like really liked him. So I wanted to be with him. I told him that I was 18 when I was actually 15. And this, like, I didn't realize how this would affect him later on in our future. I wanted to say that I am sincerely sorry to him for what I did and the fact that like people are taking and blowing it out of proportion. It's something that he's managed to forgive me for. And let me tell you how that worked, because a lot of you are probably like, how did that happen? Well, back in 2004, 2005, this amount of communication that you have like with FaceTime, with like social media, that was not a thing. So it was very easy to get away with lies like that. And so I, again, lied to him when I was 15, told him I was 18. We finally decided after 3 years, we just like played games online for 3 years. We just enjoyed each other's company. And then like when we finally decided to meet, I had turned 18 and I was like, okay, I can go meet him. So I had to tell him the truth. I told him, hey, I've lied to you about my age. I actually just turned 18, and yeah. And it took him a bit, but eventually he decided to forgive me, and he, to this day, still forgives me, and I feel awful for it. but we decided not to say anything for a while because we know how in this industry women are treated. We know that any small mistake, like even if it was 15 years ago and it's already been forgiven, like career's over. Like that's just how sometimes this industry works. And so he has been taking the brunt of all these claims, and I am getting active on social media, seeing them back again, and it's just like I don't want to see him go through that or him be called anything that he's not because of a mistake that I made. So I'm really sorry to anyone who had their heart in the right place. But again, please don't assume anything about anyone's relationship. He's like the best thing in my life. And so I want to clear that up. That's just like a big thing that really means a lot to me. So Jason, if you're watching this, I am sorry. And to anyone who really was trying to help, I am sorry that I worried you. But please know that that's not what I meant.
I will not be commenting on anything. Nobody cares that y'all did that. Sorry. Nobody cares that y'all did that. Y'all are two grown people that have actively put your children on the internet. You should have never talked about this. You should have never even brought this up. The only reason people care is because you put this onto your own characters. If you and Jason both knew when y'all were adults that y'all's relationship at that time was inappropriate, do not put that into your characters. That was the whole issue. It's the fact that you made Aphmau a freshman date a senior and then dated somebody in college. That's the issue. Nobody cares that y'all did that. Like a million. Also, the comment about women, that was so stupid. Don't even try to interloop your husband liking you when you were 15 years old with the same thing of women making mistakes in industries. Do not do that. That's so stupid. Oh my. On the topic of your husband liking you at 15 years old, the least you could do is not lie for him.
How did that happen? Well, back in 2004, 2005, this amount of communication that you have, like with FaceTime, with like social media, that was not a thing.
Wrong. So we decided to call each other. That's when I told Jason my real name, and he told me his. Talked on the phone every day and would make these crazy.
We finally decided after 3 years. We just like played games online for 3 years. We just enjoyed each other's company.
Wrong. After that, we started talking more, and then we, slowly went on quests together and had so many adventures. Eventually, without realizing it, we were boyfriend and girlfriend. Our relationship ended up becoming something more. Jason and I were together for about a year until we both realized that we loved each other more than just being online boyfriend and girlfriend.
And then, like, when we finally decided to meet, I had.
Wrong. Jason and I were together for about a year until we both realized that we loved each other more than just being online boyfriend and girlfriend. So we decided to call each other. That's when I told Jason my real name, and he told me his. It was then that we decided that we wanted to meet. Talked on the phone every day and would make these crazy trips since he lived in New Jersey and I lived in Texas.
Turned 18 and I was like, okay, I can go meet him. So
when I turned 18, I finally moved out to be with Jason.
This is just preposterous. I mean, Jason is such a horrible guy. Actually, I'm a chill guy. I personally don't believe publicly talking about this was a wise decision, especially if you don't want stuff to be said about your husband. Jess and Jason both actively put their lives on the internet, including their kids. Please think about the digital footprint your kids will see one day. Honestly, most people probably thought worse of Jason because of the way Aaron is portrayed in Mystreet. Aphmau and him meeting at high school, knowing each other's ages, again, going back to the whole Elsagate thing, it's very disturbing to know the relationship between a freshman and a senior was attempted to be normalized. Even weirder when it came to season 2, when Aaron is in college and still insanely obsessed with the high schooler. I understand you wanted to make it related to your own relationship, but if you know it was a mistake...
Like, I didn't realize how this would affect him later on in our future. I wanted to say that I am sincerely sorry to him for what I did, and the fact something that he's managed to forgive me for. He decided to forgive me, and he, to this day, still forgives me, and I feel awful for it. Any small mistake, like even if it was 15 years ago and it's already been forgiven, Jason, if you're watching this, I am sorry.
There was no reason you should have ever included it. In the video, you also contradict things that you said in the past, which makes your video seem sloppy and deceitful. Hello, my beautiful people of the world and handsome. That is gonna wrap it up because, as far as I know, this is all the controversies that she has gotten into. If you came here from any of the season analysis, thank you so much for taking your time out of that wonderful video to come watch this one. Now, please go back and watch that one fully. If you are seeing this video before any of those videos are out, please subscribe so that you can be notified when those videos are out. Any fan-made videos will be linked in the description unless I believe that they're made by a child, because I personally don't want to send people over there to make fun of them. Aphmau's full statement will also be linked in the description as well, because of course I want you to form your own opinion on what she said, and also just for the clarification that I did not cut out anything that was not important, and me speeding it up did not alter anything she said. I will also be linking the Aphmau wiki because they literally have so much information on there, and shout out to them because that probably took so much work. Goodbye, my beautiful world and handsome. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Oh, we're gonna die young. Oh. Bro, Zane is hitting that. Oh my gosh.